Hey guys, so we are going to think here about coming to math class, right? What's kind of expected of you? So when you come to math class, much like when you go to any of your classes, the expectation is that you do you, right? You do your best effort every day. That'll look different on different days, of course, right? But we want you to put forth your best effort, right? We want you to come prepared so that you can put forth your best effort. Come prepared with materials, right? Your Chaos Keeper, your Chromebook, your writing sticks. Also, come prepared with an attitude that's going to help you be able to embody that sort of personal best spirit, right? Of putting forth your best effort. Something we've been practicing in class is been this idea of a ask three before me, right? So when you aren't sure what to do or you don't know how to do it, you should utilize those people, right? All those people around you. So start with someone local, right? Someone right next to you. Hey, what are we doing? How do I do it? If they don't know, right? Maybe you go ask another peer or another, or maybe you use the progress tracker to see who's working on the same thing and they might have the ability to help you figure out what you're doing. Also, oftentimes you're going to have either written and or video, just like this, instructions. Watch it again or read it again, right? Sometimes it takes multiple attempts. Or maybe reading it out loud. Someone could read it to you out loud. And those can all be things to help you. You can start and come back to instructions as well. It's not expected that you just memorize exactly what to do. We want to create a preserve and create a positive learning environment, right? We want to build each other up. We're on the same team. And it's easier to take risks and push yourself, which is the next expectation here, when you feel comfortable and you feel supported. So, we know that this is how you learn, right? Is by daring to be wrong, by making mistakes, and that your brain actually changes and grows as you do this. So, how do we do all this, right? Well, we know some things that could be helpful. So, some keys, if you will. Here's me on a key, just so awesome. Um, to success, right? So you can utilize a schedule that works for you, right? You might be able to get most of the must do's done in class time. Might not be your best work, so you might want to take it home and finish it up. Or maybe you push yourself at home outside of class into aspire to do land or into should do land. Maybe class time becomes your must do target and you push on. Or maybe you find something else that works for you. So it kind of helps you break out of this rigidity, right? This sort of you have to do this thing on this day in this way. However, we know that if you just sort of have this looseness, um, it can lead to procrastination, and procrastination can lead to stress. So please, please make sure that you are using and creating a schedule that works for you. Utilize your class time, utilize your home time, know what days you have practice or other things after school where you can't work at home, and how you can then bring your best self to class to be able to maximize your time. Recognize when what you're doing is working and recognize when what you're doing is not working. Maybe it's working for you in some way, but it's not working for people around you. Maybe when you're working and talking really loudly out loud, maybe that's helpful to you, but not your peers. So let's think about where you could do that thing that's helping you and not others. For instance, you're going to want to keep track of your progress. I'm going to also be keeping track of your progress. And we're going to have systems for knowing what you're working on, right? Knowing when you need to revise stuff, knowing who else is working on the same stuff so you can collaborate together. Take advantage of what's available to you. Okay. So we've got all sorts of resources. We've got people. We're in a shared space. We've got mathematical tools, like maybe a multiplication chart, for instance. We've got a variety of workspaces and types of seating. We've got flexibility with time, right? We know that you are human, and some days you're going to show up and you're going to be very productive. Other days, it's not going to work like that. You want to find a workspace that works for you. It may not be the first thing that you try. You might think a window seat's great and find out it's not, or vice versa. And you want to take advantage of your revision time, right? Revising your work is how you actually learn. So here's your task. You're going to pick an expectation that is something you think will come easiest to you. You're going to do the same thing with an expectation that you think will be the